Hi folks, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is wisdom through growth. In the heart of every seed lies the wisdom of the mighty oak. Yet the seed must surrender its comfortable darkness, crack open its protective shell, and push through dense soil before it can reach towards the light. This breaking open is not destruction, it is transformation. This struggle through resistance is not punishment, it is a preparation for magnificence. You are here now, perhaps in the midst of your own growing season, perhaps feeling the pressure of expansion, the discomfort of becoming, the tender vulnerability of a consciousness stretching beyond its previous limits. But what if I told you that every challenge you face is actually intelligence in disguise? Every difficulty you encounter is wisdom bearing the mask of adversity. Today, we explore the profound truth that growth itself is the university of consciousness, and every experience, pleasant or challenging, is a precisely calibrated curriculum designed to awaken the infinite potential that lies dormant within you. Life is not random. I mean to say, the intelligence of experience says that every experience that comes to you arrives as a specific invitation to grow in a particular way. Your consciousness, in its infinite intelligence, is constantly creating opportunities for expansion, for the development of capacities that remain dormant until they are called forth by circumstances. Consider how a muscle grows stronger only when you encounters resistance. A tree develops deep roots only when it faces strong winds. A diamond forms only under immense pressure over vast periods of time. The universe operates on the same principle. Strength, depth, and beauty emerge through the dance between potential and challenge. But here is what most people miss. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the unconscious co-creator of your experiences, drawing to yourself exactly the situations needed to your next level of evolution. Your higher self, your soul, your deepest intelligence, call it what you will, is orchestrating the perfect curriculum for your awakening. This doesn't mean that difficult experiences are somehow deserved or that we should blame ourselves for our challenges. Rather, it means we can approach every situation as students rather than victims, asking not why is this happening to me, but what is this here to teach me? How is this experiencing or experience inviting me to grow? When you shift from resistance to curiosity, from victimhood to studentship, something miraculous happens. The energy you are using to fight against your experiences becomes available from learning, not only learning, and also learning from it becomes an experience. That leads to the experiential truth. The wisdom that was hidden within the challenge begins to reveal itself. Ancient spiritual traditions understood this. They spoke of spiritual tests and initiations, not as punishments from an external deity, but as natural passages in the journey of consciousness, awakening to its true nature. Every hero's journey, every mythology, every sacred story follows this same pattern. Descent into challenge, struggle with difficulty, and emergence transform. You are living your own hero's journey. Every day offers new chapters in your unique story of awakening. The wisdom you gain through each experience becomes not just personal knowledge, but a gift you can offer to others walking similar paths. Now let us understand the alchemy of transformation. Growth is essentially an alchemical process, the transformation of base experience into golden wisdom, just as medieval alchemists sought to transmute lead into gold. Consciousness uses a raw material of experience to create understanding, compassion, strength, and love. This process requires what we might call conscious digestion. Just as your body breaks down food to extract nutrients, your consciousness must break down experiences to extract their wisdom. This happens not through analysis alone, but through a deeper process of integration that involves your whole being. When you encounter a challenging situation, your first instinct, so-called gut instinct, might be to resist, to push it away, to demand that it be different. This is natural and human, but the resistance alone or actually prevents the alchemical transformation from occurring. It's like trying to digest food while tensing every muscle in your digestive system. True growth happens when you learn to meet your experiences with what Buddhist teachings call radical acceptance. Not passive resignation, but active embracing of what is, so that you can work with it consciously rather than against it unconsciously. This acceptance creates space for what mystics have called divine alchemy, the mysterious process by which painful experiences transform into profound wisdom. Betrayals become teachings about trust, losses become lessons in letting go, and failure becomes foundation of authentic success. Consider the oyster and the pearl. When an irritant enters the oyster's shell, it does not reject it or become bitter about it. Instead, it surrounds the irritant with layer after layer of nacre, transforming the source of discomfort into something of extraordinary beauty and value. You have the same capacity. Every irritant in your life, every difficult person, every challenging circumstances, every uncomfortable emotion can become the nucleus around which you create pearls of wisdom, compassion, and strength. But this does not happen automatically. It requires conscious participation in your own transformation. It requires what we might call growth consciousness, the willingness to see every experience as an opportunity for evolution rather than evidence of something going wrong. Now, let us understand and also contemplate the paradox of strength. Here, we encounter one of the most profound paradoxes of human experiences. Our greatest strength often emerge from our deepest vulnerabilities. Our most powerful gifts frequently develop in response to our most challenging limitations. Our brightest light often shine forth from our darkest nights. Think of the qualities you must admire in others: compassion, resilience, wisdom, authenticity, courage. Where do these come from? Just introspect for a few minutes, just contemplate about it. They are not from ease and comfort. They emerge from the willingness to remain open hearted in the face of difficulty, to keep trying despite setbacks, to learn from mistakes, to be genuine despite the risk of judgment, to act with love despite fear. The people who inspire us most are not those who have never faced adversity, but those who have transformed their adversity into gifts for the world. Their struggles become their strength, their wounds become their wisdom, their pain becomes their purpose. This is the secret that changes everything about how you relate to your own challenges. What you're going through is not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's developing capacities within you that cannot be developed any other way. When you lose something precious, you develop the capacity for letting go and finding security within yourself. When you face betrayal, you learn to trust your own inner guidance. When you encounter failure, you discover resilience and authenticity. When you experience loneliness, you develop the ability to find wholeness within your own being. This doesn't mean we should seek out difficulty or glorify pain. Rather, it means we can meet whatever comes with the understanding that it's all grist for the mill of consciousness, all raw material for the sculpture of our awakened self. The strongest trees are those that have weathered to the most storms. The most beautiful beaches are shaped by the persistent action of waves. The most precious gems are formed under the greatest pressure. You have no expansion of consciousness without no exception to these universal principles. Every challenge you have faced has contributed to the unique constellation of wisdom, strength, and compassion that you're today. Without those experiences, you would be a different person, perhaps more comfortable, but certainly less developed, less wise, less able to help others navigate their own growth. Now, let us understand the curriculum of the soul. If you could step back far enough to see the larger pattern of your life, you would notice something remarkable. Your experiences have not been random. There be an underlying intelligence orchestrating opportunities for specific kinds of growth, presenting lessons in a particular sequence, offering exactly the challenges needed to develop the capacities your soul came here to embody. This is what we might call soul curriculum, the perfectly designed course of study that your deepest self has enrolled in for this lifetime. Like any good educational program, it proceeds from basic lessons to more advanced ones, building skills progressively, offering repeated opportunities to master each level before moving on to the next. The subjects in this curriculum might include learning to love yourself unconditionally, developing authentic communication, finding your unique creative expression, cultivating inner peace regardless of outer circumstances, discovering your life's purpose, mastering the art of healthy relationships, learning to trust the intelligence of life itself. Each experience, whether pleasant or challenging, is a class in this ongoing education. Difficult relationships teach you about boundaries and self respect. Career setbacks teach you about resilience and authentic values. Health challenges teach you about the body mind connection and the importance of self care. Family dynamics teach you about forgiveness and unconditional love. When you begin to see your life this way as a carefully designed curriculum for awakening, everything changes. The challenges becomes curses of courses, setbacks become study sessions, difficult people become teachers, painful experiences become laboratories for developing new capacities. This perspective does not minimize the reality of pain or struggle. Rather, it provides a framework for finding something within difficulty, for extracting wisdom from adversity, for transforming wounds into gifts. Now, let us understand the ripple effect of growth. Your personal growth never happens in isolation. Every time a new capacity you develop, overcome a limitation, or integrate a challenging experience, you contribute to the collective evolution of human consciousness. Your individual awakening ripples out to touch everyone in your sphere of influence. Think about the people who have most influenced your own growth. Chances are they were individuals who had transformed their own difficulties into wisdom, their own path into compassion, their own struggles into strength. They become living examples of what possible when consciousness commits to its own evolution. You are becoming one of those people. Every challenge you meet with awareness rather than reactivity, every difficulty you transform into wisdom, every wound you allow to become a source of healing for others, all of this contributes to a shift in the collective field of human potential. When you refuse to be diminished by your circumstances, you give others permission to rise above this. When you find meaning in your struggles, you help others discover purpose in their pain. When you transform your limitation into gifts, you demonstrate what's possible for every human being. This is why your growth matters not just to you, but to the entire human family. We are all interconnected in the web of consciousness. Your willingness to evolve consciously creates space for others to do the same. Your commitment to learning from every experience inspire others to approach their challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles. The wisdom you are developing through your unique journey becomes a gift you offer simply by being who you are becoming. You don't need to preach or teach or try to fix anyone else. Your transformed presence itself become a healing influence in the world. Children especially are sensitive to this energy. They learn from who you are than from what you say. When you embody the wisdom you have gained through growth, You're modeling for the next generation what it means to live consciously, to meet life challenges with grace, and to find opportunity within every obstacle. Embracing the journey. As you continue on this path of conscious growth, remember that you are not finished or you are never finished. Consciousness is infinitely creative and always expanding. There will always be new levels to explore, new capacities to develop, new gifts to unwrap through experience. This is not a burden, it is the joy of being alive in a universe that is itself constantly evolving. You are not trying to reach some final destination where growth stops and perfection begins. You are participating in the eternal dance of becoming, the endless creative expression of consciousness, exploring its own potential. Each day offers new opportunities for growth. Sometimes they come disguised as problems to solve, relationships to navigate, decisions to make, or changes to adapt to. Other times they appear as moments of beauty to appreciate, love to give and receive, creativity to express, or service to offer. All of it is part of your ongoing education in the art of being human while awakening to your divine nature. All of it is a curriculum in the University of Consciousness. We have to understand the integration and inspiration to install within our consciousness. The caterpillar has no idea that its apparent destruction in the cocoon is actually the process of becoming a butterfly. It simply surrenders to the intelligence that knows how to transform crawling into flying, earthbound into aerial, limitation into liberation. You are in your own cocoon of transformation. What feels like pressure is actually the force of your own awakening. What seems like struggle is the intelligence of growth, reorganizing every aspect of your being to your next level of expression. Trust this process, trust the wisdom that brought every experience to your doorstep as an opportunity for growth. Trust your capacity to alchemize any challenge into wisdom, any difficulty into strength, any wound into a source of healing. You are not just surviving your experiences, you are being sculpted by them into something magnificent. You are not just enduring your challenges, you are being initiated through them into new levels of wisdom and compassion. Every day, you have the chance to grow or to resist growth. Choose growth. Choose to see the intelligence within every experience. Choose to be a student of life rather than a victim of circumstances. Your growth is a gift to the world. Your wisdom earned through conscious engagement with life's curriculum becomes a light that helps others navigate their own journey of awakening. Wisdom through growth, it's not just what happens to you, it's what you allow to happen through you, for you, and has you. The journey continues, the classroom is always open, the teacher is always present, and you are both the student and the graduation gift to a world that needs exactly what you are becoming. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.